While both ingesting oranges and using oranges can be beneficial, it's way more beneficial and potent when ingesting oranges in general. But a lot of people on social media are a little confused about the pros and cons of oranges and orange peels, and it's really important that you understand the whole holistic practice of using oranges, because by not understanding oranges holistically, you end up hair that's cool for right now that ends up being something really, really bad and detrimental to you later. Let me give you an example. Eating oranges allows the body to absorb a wide range of nutrients, including vitamin C, which supports collagen production and overall skin health from the inside out. Now, rubbing orange peels on the scalp may have a very, very small, slight benefit to the scalp, but there are actually way more cons than there are pros. Let's break those down. Oranges contain natural oils and acids that can actually literally destroy that skin's natural barrier, the natural moisture barrier. So even though like in videos like this, some would compare it to like using a scrub or something like that, but no, when you use the orange in its purest form like that, there is nothing to stop it. There is nothing to balance the pH level, and there's nothing to prevent the orange from going haywire and really breaking down the skin's moisture barrier. And it's really important that you understand the natural moisture barrier that your skin has. By you using something like oranges on your hair, like raw oranges, it is so damaging for the long term, because when you see products that have with oranges or with orange extract or with orange, they didn't take the actual orange and squeeze it like this. No, they put it through an extraction process which only takes the good parts of the orange out and only uses those parts, and all of the really highly acidic parts of the orange, they leave as many of those behind as they can. That's the chemist's job, to really understand how to separate and alchemize these plants and put them as an ingredient within other plants, right, within your hair products. So using oranges, in theory, it helps, because what it does is highly acidic, so it'll kill bacteria on the scalp and it'll help break down dead skin, which will help with the skin cell turnover cycle. But it'll actually cause the skin cell turnover cycle to go awry long term. Let me explain. Some of the natural oils and acids do stimulate blood circulation, not because it's like, oh, so good for hair growth, but if you had let's say a block in your hair follicle, or you have a off balance skin cell turnover cycle, then that acid breaks down the skin, which then in return will set the cycle back on track, because that dead skin is no longer there. Does that mean the oranges grew hair? No, it did not. It just removed the dead skin that was preventing the hair growth in the first place. But you can do that by simply using a scrub once a month on your skin cell turnover week. You can do that by simply using a detoxifying shampoo or a clarifying shampoo. You don't have to put oranges on your hair to do that. And in most of the videos, they'll put the orange on there first and then go behind it with like a clarifying shampoo. Literally one of the worst things you can do. And even though, yeah, absolutely, it looks like it removed a bunch of dead skin and stuff from the scalp, but that's because it's acid. Like, it's a pure acid that you're putting on the skin. So absolutely it's going to be something that helps you to keep up with it. It'll help you to break down your dead skin. But just because it helps you break down the dead skin does not mean that it's helping hair grow. Just because it helps you break down the dead skin doesn't mean that it didn't stop doing it once you put it on the scalp, right? Because people are under the illusion that your hair needs to have a product on it for hours for it to absorb. No, it starts to absorb instantly, but your hair is only able to absorb 36%. And then the longer you're leaving acids and stuff like that, like apple cider vinegar or like oranges or lemons on the scalp, the more you're breaking down that skin barrier. and you are really causing more dry scalp than normal. So off rip, when you first do it, it seems like you adding a bunch of moisture to the skin because your body is a well-oiled machine. So when you kill too many sets of dead skin, too many layers of dead skin, when you kill too many of them, your body goes into repair mode and starts to make send out more sebum. So you're getting the illusion that it's helping your hair, but in reality you're really hurting it way more than you helping. So make sure you check the link in the description box below so you'll know the video. You can watch the video to help you understand the difference between moisture and hydration, because they are two completely different things, but everybody's using them interchangeably, and I think that's what's confusing everybody. Number one, the pills can end up causing an allergic reaction to a lot of people who have sensitive scalps, because again, it is an acid, and this acid can really cause havoc within the follicles and on the skin's natural barrier, right? What would happen if you took oranges and just rubbed them all over your face? Like, people with skin conditions like eczema or different forms of dermatitis should never use oranges on the scalp. So it's wild to see it promoted for people with dandruff and seborrheic dermatitis. Number two, oranges can leave behind a sticky residue, right? And that sticky residue ends up attracting dirt and debris within the follicle. Now, even though some people use it and then shampoo it off, with you sitting the peels on the scalp and rubbing them into the follicle, you still have a little bit of that debris, and over time, right, you'll end up seeing effects. I won't put her name here on the screen, but there's somebody who reached out to me from Instagram, and she was saying that she's been doing the oils and the butters and all of that stuff, and she's been doing good, and out of nowhere she woke up and has a hair shaft disorder. I'll talk about that in a video coming really soon, but baby, everything works until it doesn't. She literally had been doing it for over a year, and then stuff went left. Next up is citrus sensitivity. A lot of people may be sensitive to citrus on the scalp and not even know it, because it's not normal. You're not supposed to put oranges directly on the scalp. It's just not something that's supposed to happen. Again, if you feel like you want to use the different traits of oranges and different things of that nature, then you can do that, but there are certain ways that you go about it. You don't just take an orange and rub it on your hair. No, if that's what you really want to do, even as a professional, if you really want to use the essence of orange peels on your clients, stop being irresponsible. Stop just randomly going getting fruits and vegetables out of the cabinet and doing that. You can get an extraction machine on Amazon for about $300 or whatever you want to do. You can get an extraction machine and you could literally get some orange peels and you can dry them. Actually, I'm gonna do it and show you right here on the screen, because it's ridiculous. Yep, I'm showing you right here on the screen, so that means I gotta go do them when we get done. But literally, you can take orange peels and dry them in an extraction machine, and then you can make your own orange oil. I am going to do it, yes, and then I'm not gonna add this video until I edit it, and then boom, right here you go, orange oil. And then that's what you can use on your client's hair. But then what you need to do is not just use it as an oil. You then need to go and do your research as a professional and figure out how to make a scrub and what is the right percentage of this orange extract to put inside of this scrub to put on your client's hair. You don't just take oranges and scrub your client's hair with it. And the thing is, if you guys are making decisions to go see people who are making your heads into fruit salads and fruit bowls, and because before, when I was making the rice water video, everybody was being rice bowls from Panda Express. So if y'all still want to do that and be banana splits and stuff and milkshakes, I'm not telling y'all what to do what you want to do. But what I really want you to do, even as the professional, stop putting fruits and vegetables in your client's hair, even bananas. I think this is the same person rubbing their face with bananas. Just get an extraction machine, take the banana peels, dry them out, get you some whatever your carrier is gonna be, and make you some banana oil, and then get some scrub. Get the base for the scrub and put the extract inside of the scrub. And then what are you scrubbing your face with bananas for? So these are the things that I want everybody to think about. Oranges have so many amazing benefits. I've been trying to put some of them here up on the screen, but just taking it and rubbing it on your skin has way more harmful consequences than positive outcomes. And I want y'all to remember, even though I'm gonna get some pushback from this from some people, putting fruits and vegetables in the hair is something that's new. People have not been doing this, and I've been doing this for a long time, and this is the first time that I've been, don't put fruit in your hair, don't put vegetables in your hair. Like, it's a lot of stuff that people was doing, like mayonnaise, eggs, but it's getting ridiculous. Like, people walking around with spinach on their face, and just, that's what you want to do it, but oranges don't go on your hair. And if you want to know more about oranges and some of their benefits, then make sure you check the links in the description box below, and make sure that you're subscribed here to my channel so you're here for part 2. And in part 2 we are going over more about oranges, and the main reason that we're into it is because we have a brand new blend in the apothecary that tastes just like Valencia orange from Starbucks. But that's coming soon, and it's already up on the website, so make sure you get you some before the video is even released. The links in the description box below. But love you guys to the moon and back, and until my next video, bye.